not available. Listen to this.
When you talk to people around the league, they continue to think that Bryce Young is going to turn out to be the number one pick on draft night 15 days from now. As for the Houston Texans, that becomes an interesting decision because Bryce Young, I think, might have been the player that the Texans would have liked. And if he's not there, then the question becomes, do they go to C.J. Stroud or do they go elsewhere? And my understanding is that there are all options on the table. They're not sold on taking a quarterback at number 2, and we'll see what they ultimately decide to do there.
Key, before we get into whether that's wise or not for the Texans if Bryce Young is not available, and a lot has been made of his frame. He's slightly built compared to a lot of quarterbacks. But what about his height?
Well, it's difficult. I can see it being very difficult against bigger interior defensive linemen or pass rush specialists on the edge that are 6'5", 6'4", whatever the case may be, and when they get their arms up. So I'm watching a clip of Bryce Young throw over the middle, and it almost hits the defender's helmet, and the guy didn't even have his hands up. And so when you're throwing that football over the middle and you're Bryce Young, you've now got to put a certain trajectory over the middle for it to get up over them, opposed to just piercing it straight ahead as a taller, bigger quarterback would do. That, a lot of batted balls, I can see a lot of batted balls coming down in the National Football League for him, maybe not like in college, because the defensive linemen in pros, they like to get their hands up. They're taught to get their hands up if they're not getting the pass rush that they need. They like to get their paws up, and all of a sudden, that creates more problems for you. It's almost as good as a sack when they bat the ball down.
So, and then there's the whole issue of the sack is when they get their hands on him, which inevitably will happen, even if he escapes a lot.
And one of the things
what's going to happen?
One of the things that the defensive coordinators will tell their guys is make sure you get your hands up. Because when you collapse the pocket, don't leave any lanes open for him to sneak through. And so everything will be much tight. And so that'll be a problem, in my opinion. But what the hell do I know?
If Bryce Young goes to Carolina, because they have the first overall pick, traded a lot of draft capital to get it, what should the Texans do it to? Because there's been some reporting and some speculation that they would trade out of the second spot and pick up more draft capital. Key, here's my question, though, about that. Even if you don't, I think that's the right thing to do. If you don't love any of the other quarterbacks, don't draft a quarterback. But in every draft, it seems, there's at least 1 or 2 Hall of Famers there somewhere. To hell with what you need or what your position, you can't identify that dude might wind up in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I'd like to take him and draft him up high, especially if you need a pass rusher, because those guys usually aren't available in free agency when they're in their primes.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't they just use the pick on the best available player?
Well, first of all, you got a defensive coordinator. That's the head coach. And where did he come from? He came from San Francisco. What did San Francisco play with? They played with Jimmy Garoppolo and Brock Purdy. Neither one of them would be mistaken for Dan Marino. I mean, that's the reality of it.
Yeah.
And they had a fire defense. So his mindset says that I don't need a franchise quarterback right now. They drafted Davis Mills. Davis Mills was a guy that on a lot of people's boards was the number 1 guy. What was a number 1 guy in the first round? He slipped to the second. They took him. They may like him. Now you drop down. They still got the 12th pick. So you can move around and maneuver. Maybe there's Indianapolis that comes up. Maybe there's Tennessee that comes up. Because when you're looking at it, Max, Seattle may take a quarterback. Detroit doesn't need one. 7 is Vegas. They may grab a quarterback. Atlanta, they said no, they like theirs. Chicago doesn't need one. Philly, Tennessee sitting at 11. They may give up capital to climb all the way up to that 2-3 spot.
And you get the guy you would have taken anyway, plus you get more stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they got a lot of holes to fill. Did the Giants make the right choice, giving Daniel Jones the extension and franchising Saquon? Because there's news about that, KJM.
Enrolled you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message data rates may apply.
Nice run. It's great being back out on the mountain. You sort of disappeared for a while. Everything okay? Between you and me, it was lower testosterone. Lower T? Yeah. The doc told me once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone, and that can make it harder to stay in shape. That's why I started taking Nugenix Total T. It's made a huge difference. Oh, I've seen that on TV. Is it for real? For sure. It's the #1 doctor-recommended testosterone booster. It boosts free and total testosterone levels to help you get back the drive and energy from your youth. My wife, my boss, my kids. Everyone has noticed a change in me. Do they still give out complimentary bottles for people to try for themselves? Yes, just send them a text.
Guys, text HEFTY to 321321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Nugenix is the #1 selling testosterone brand at GNC and Walmart. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back in shape fast, absolutely free. Text HEFTY to 321321. That's HEFTY to 321321.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. Looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you breaking news from the state of Florida. It's blueberry season! Fresh from Florida has the ripe, sweet blueberries you've been craving for cobblers, pancakes, and all your favorite homemade recipes. And best of all, buying fresh from Florida is a great way to support local farmers and jobs in our communities. You can find locally grown Florida blueberries in stores now. Just look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo or ask for Fresh from Florida where you shop.
The UK's best-selling pre-workout just crashed your UFC Fight Week party, introducing all black everything at the Vitamin Shop. This muscle-building fat burner comes in drinks with flavors like grape soda and fruit candy, or powders in Ultimate Red Hawaiian, Ultimate Tropical Vibes, and all Batty Everything. An exclusive collab with UFC lightweight Patty the Batty Pimblat.
What's happening, people? All Batty Everything in Batty Betty flavor. It's a belter.
So, try all black everything or all Batty Everything at VitaminShop.com. or any of the Vitamin Shop store today.
Are you tired of exposing your retirement to stock market risk? How would you like the potential to participate in credited interest from market index returns and limit the downside? Join Joe Valenzuela for the Safe Money Radio Show on Saturday at 8 and Sunday at 9. You can also call Joe Valenzuela now for your complimentary customized Safe Money Radio kit and Safe Money Radio book at 1-844-795-SAFE. That's 1-844-795-7233.
With groceries and housing costs at an all-time high, you're probably looking for new ways to cut costs in the new year. Like no more trips, restaurants, movies, basically no more fun. There's a better solution. With Rocket Money, you can track your spending, cancel unwanted subscriptions, and lower your bills. Users save an average of $720 a year. With Rocket Money, you can get your finances back in black, so you don't have to stop doing everything you love to do. To learn more, go to rocketmoney.com/gameday or download the Rocket Money app from the Apple app or Google Play stores.
Save big on select major kitchen appliances at Lowe's. Get up to an additional $300 off when you spend $1,996 or more on a qualifying major kitchen appliance. And get free delivery and installation when you spend $599 or more. Get Hisense major appliances and their exclusive 2-year warranty on parts and labor only at Lowe's. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com for details. Offer ends 4/26.
This is it. Enough dreaming about growing my business online. It's time to get serious about selling in my style, as big as I want to grow, because there's nothing I can't do. It's time to get Shopify.
You go and get it.
Oh, oops. I thought I was just talking to myself there. But heck yeah, I do. It's time to take my business to the next level.
Start selling with Shopify to join the commerce platform revolutionizing millions of businesses worldwide. Packed with industry-leading tools ready to ignite your growth, Shopify gives you complete control over your business and your brand. From templates that make site design simple to customizations that let you grow at your pace. This is possibility powered by Shopify. Get a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/play. That's shopify.com/play. Go to shopify.com/play to take your business to the next level today.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
Jay, shout out to Jay, giving love to him. He wants to know if you got an undershirt on underneath your jersey.
No, I don't.
So you butt naked underneath that, George?
I just got a jersey on.
He might not even have pants on, guys. You know how Key just
So he got no undershirt, no
might
socks.
just be a
I know
long
you ain't got
jersey.
no socks on. It's
No, I ain't got no
80
socks
degrees
on.
outside.
Facts. I just went and got my toes hooked up on Monday.
I'm just saying.
Jay, stop being a freak and watching the show, man.
You ain't Billy Wild, you a tourist. I be blacking out with the
Keyshawn,
purist.
Jay, Will, and Max, ESPN Radio. You got socks on today, Key? You got shoes? No. You know, I used to get pedicures when I lived out in LA for those 6 years because you gotta keep your feet looking right.
Gotta be right.
Key, I haven't had my feet looking right since I left LA.
My feet.
I just
my
let
feet,
it go.
The bottom of my feet so smooth, man. I'm sliding off my sheets.
Tickles when they do that. When they do the
Hey, yo!
You
get
didn't
that
even
dead
catch
skin
that,
off
though,
the
Max.
bottom, huh?
You didn't even catch that.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Nothing wrong with that. You made an analogy to point out how.
I said no, I don't. Should it be no, I do not? Which one should it be?
Either one.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. Just want to make sure. English major,
I was a history major.
No,
and they're
but
both
I'm
correct.
just saying because I was going to say who said that. who said it was wrong? Who said I couldn't say it that way?
You really want to know the moment at which something became codified, right, and considered correct.
Don't, do not. All like
don't and do not are both correct.
No,
the apostrophe takes the place.
Oh God!
But is it correct? All right. I brought this up last segment.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get into it now. KJM presented by Progressive Insurance. So the Giants signed Daniel Jones. The average annual value of the contract is what you predicted it would be, Key, low 40s. But the actual guarantee was lower than I thought it would be. I want to say it was 80-something million, 83 million. Pretty good.
I don't. It was a month ago, man. I don't even remember.
Daniel Jones had the highest QBR in football starting the last month of the season, right? Like from the last month of the season on, had the highest QBR in football. Did everything right to win games. Wound up winning a playoff game on an undermanned team, and has a well below top of the market contract and a modest guarantee for a quarterback. It's not a bad deal for the Giants, but quarterbacks get paid. And the actual best player on the team is Saquon Barkley. If Saquon Barkley could really throw the football, the Giants would have their, max contract franchise quarterback. But he can't. He's a running back. And he's, they use him a lot. And he has been hurt. And no one pays the running back. So the Giants have a certain number in mind. It's different than Saquon's number. Saquon's trying to be reasonable. Look, I don't need to get paid at the top of the market. I want something fair. He doesn't feel the Giants put their best foot forward, obviously. He will not sign the franchise tag. They franchised him.
Nor should he.
And he's not going to sign the franchise tag before the Giants offseason program starts.
Nor should he.
You want to hear what Shefty had to say about it?
Sure.
It's from the 6 o'clock Sports Center last night.
There is a contract standoff here in New Jersey. The two sides are not close to an agreement. And with Saquon Barkley unwilling to sign that franchise tender right now, that means he can't participate in the offseason program that gets underway on Monday. Daniel Jones can be there because Daniel Jones, the quarterback, signed in lucrative offseason contract extension. But there's no deal for Saquon Barkley. There's no deal close to happening for Saquon Barkley. And as long as that's the case, and as long as he's unwilling to sign that franchise tender, he cannot attend the offseason program, which I'm sure is just fine by him. The two sides will have until July 15th to work out a long-term deal. We'll see if they can do it, but you won't be seeing Saquon Barkley in New York anytime soon.
So, Key, it seems to me that much as I'm telling everyone, look, the reason the Rodgers trade hasn't happened yet is because if you're the Packers, we're not going to get the Jets' best and final offer until right before the draft. Then we'll know that's the best offer they're going to make. Well, but at that point, you make a deal. Saquon's leverage is never going to be higher than it's about to be, right, with the Giants, because the Giants won a playoff game. They made improvements in the offseason. Saquon is the engine of the offense. They're going to want him ready to go this season. So right now is his leverage to work something out. He can't sign the tag, right? Can't do it.
No, why would he sign? Because if he signs the tag, then that's the number that he plays under.
Mm-hmm.
Why would he do that? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Not only that, when you talk about these contracts and these negotiations, Max, it's just not about the money. It's about the structure of the deal. What's in the deal? Well, how are you paying me out? Is it present value? Or are you giving me most of my money in the first year and a half? Or are you trying to string me out? Or are you paying me less money here? Or do you have clauses in there? Is there forfeiture language in there that if I decide that I want to go on a snowmobile and if I got hurt, this voids out? I mean, there's all sorts of stuff in these negotiations that are never really talked about. The only thing that's talked about is the number, the total number. But there's a lot of details in these contracts that players don't want. And they try to get them removed. Maybe he wants voidable year. Maybe he wants a no franchise tag after 2 years. We just don't know. And so I think, again, it's the offseason. First of all, no player in the National Football League wants to be in off-season conditioning. Why would you? You could do this at home. You could do this at your local gym and be around your family where you come from and not the city you play in if you choose to do so. And so when you look at it, he's not missing any time. The first time that he'll touch the football field or any player touch a football field where it means something will be in September. So they got time. This is not like last year when they were installing a new system and he needed to understand the run fits and the run game and the blocking and the protections. This is not that. He's going into a second year of the same system. So he's on repeat mode. I'm fine with whatever he's doing right now.
Did the Giants make the right choice giving Daniel Jones the contract and franchising Saquon, do you think?
Okay, so the way that I look at it, there's two deals. One for Daniel Jones, one for Saquon Barkley. They
And you! Yeah, you can see towers like this in Rome, in Venice, in Florence.
But these ones round.
No, I don't know. Maybe a Red Bull will help you see it from a different slant.
Yes, I got it. We'll build it like this.
Perfetto!
Red Bull gives you wings.
Get all your faves like an order of small fries for just a few bucks. Only on the McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu.
Welcome to the next level. This is the Lexus NX with intuitive tech.
Watch for traffic.
And our most advanced safety system ever.
Bring it in for the XFL.
Are you kidding me? You cannot be serious.
As the fight for a division championship heats up.
What a catch, Josh Gordon.
It's all or nothing for some.
Fred Brown, 96 yards.
While others look to spoil the fun.
What a catch. The Guardians show the defenders.
Week 9 of the XFL kicks off Saturday on ABC and ESPN2 and continues Sunday on ESPN.
Are your headlights cloudy and oxidized, making your car look bad? Are they underperforming when you need them most? Cerakote's Headlight Restoration Kit restores weathered headlights back to like new and keeps them that way for life. Stop wasting your time with solutions that don't last. Cerakote's kit includes everything you need to go from this to this. Simply wipe away oxidation, give them a light sanding, and apply the ceramic coating. That's it. The True Ceramic technology does the rest. They'll restore clarity, look great, and are guaranteed to last. Available at Walmart and Amazon.
Some things are better left to a professional.
In hindsight, probably shouldn't have tried to remove my own appendix.
Like when it comes to finding financial advisors.
What was I thinking?
So leave it to Smart Asset to find them for you. Take the free quiz at smartasset.com. Then you'll be matched with up to 3 vetted fiduciary financial advisors. To get started, take the Advisor Match quiz now at smartasset.com.
It was this close. This close.
Ramos putt on the way and in. And another Spanish superstar will wear a green jacket. John Rahm becomes the 4th Spaniard to win at Augusta.
John, you told us a few weeks ago that you had actually visualized what it was like to win a Masters. But when you're in the moment, what sort of thoughts are swimming through your mind that you could have never visualized?
I've never even come close to possibly crying at the event of winning a tournament, but I came close today. Obviously, this is a very important win in many senses, but the fact that it's Spain's 10th major, 6th master on Easter and Sebi's birthday, it was a lot to take in right at that moment. So it was something that overwhelmed me quite a little bit. You become part of Augusta National, which is, when it comes to golf, about as selective as it can get. And then within that, to be the 4th Spaniard to do it is so crazy. It's so satisfying because you come here and you hear the history from the game and the history Spanish players have here. We all somehow happen to play here, but to actually get it done and confirm it feels really, really good.
This is your 4th win of the year, your 2nd career major victory. How do you define golf greatness?
I heard this quote once by the late Kobe Bryant, and I think he described greatness, and I agree, with the ability to inspire others, right? If you have the ability to inspire the future generations, and I surely hope that what I've done in my career and what I hope to continue to do in the future, not necessarily being a worldwide phenomenon like so many greats have been, but if I can inspire the next generation of Spanish golfers and hopefully be here when the next one wins, I consider that pretty great.
.34 seconds to go. Gives OKC the 1-point lead.
That was George Sedano on the ESPN radio call as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder hang on to beat the New Orleans Pelicans 123-118 to keep their playoff hopes alive. OKC will face the Minnesota Timberwolves Friday to decide the 8th seed in the Western Conference. Zach LaVine, meantime, dropped 39. DeMar DeRozan had 23 against his former team as the Chicago Bulls overcame a 19-point deficit to beat the Toronto Raptors 109-105 in a play-in tournament game. The Bulls visit the Miami Heat now Friday for a chance to earn the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference playoff bracket and a first-round playoff matchup with Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. The NBA playoffs are on ESPN Radio. Tune into Friday. Not tune into Friday, but merely tune in Friday, as I said. For a play-in doubleheader as the Miami Heat host the Bulls, followed by the Timberwolves and Thunder. Your key last to himself somewhere. Coverage begins at 7:30 p.m. Start the season one short of the Major League record. They beat the Red Sox 9-7. The 1987 Milwaukee Brewers and 82 Atlanta Braves both opened 13-0. That's tied for the best mark in big league history. Tampa Bay wins one more. They're tied 2. Sports Center is brought to you by Nature Valley. Nature Valley wants to see you and your family out there. We share our love for out there. We inspire others to protect it, and that's what getting out there is all about. Nature Valley, life happens out there.
The 2023 NFL Draft.
So you ready for the draft? Let's get started.
Live from downtown Kansas City, Missouri.
The NFL Draft is officially open.
It all begins with round 1, Thursday, April 27th on ESPN Radio, ESPN, and on ABC.
With the first pick.
JJM, ESPN Radio. Presented by Progressive Insurance. Lance Zierlein, co-host of Bench on 97.5 in Houston, NFL Network draft analyst. Morning, Lance.
What's up, guys? How we doing?
Good. Hey, Max.
Yo. Yes, sir.
Curveball.
What's up?
Slider.
Oh, I see what he's doing. I see what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, signaling.
I see what he's doing.
Yeah.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Good. Are y'all gonna? Hey, are we gonna get another pandemic so your teams can get some bubble championships? Let me know if a new pandemic's on the way.
Hard to win a championship against a stacked team when they know what's coming. Am I right?
Curveball, Lance. Let us throw you a nice